So in this video, we'll be going over how to add our wallet button. Okay, so first things first, before we even bother with this, for our Solana buttons, we will need a Solana wallet. We can go to Magic Extensions. This is an Edge. It's kind of different, but it's usually a puzzle breeze. Let's see, Magic Extensions, get extensions for Microsoft Edge. And we're going to look for the Phantom wallet. There are a bunch of wallets, but that is the wallet we'll be looking for. I don't even, like, what the heck? Type in Phantom. I just seen this thing. Okay, says this is detected. If I click that, I think that would bring up the website. It's not, but no, what the heck? Let me just search Phantom wallet. I don't know what that was about. There we go. But yeah, download for Edge, but it wasn't just coming up in the Edge store, which was not cool. But download for Edge. Did this work? Found a word somewhere. Gex again. Add extension. Already kind of oofy, but okay, we're getting a Phantom wallet that you can use any day now. Okay, make sure that our extension is pinned. That way it shows on the outside. It says create new wallet, or I already have a wallet. So I am just going to use the wallet that I've been using for testing. That's this public key and that's this private key. A private key for your wallet, that is a key that you never want to share with anybody, because if you give them the private key, that gives them the ability to take your money out of your wallet. It gives them not only it gives them right access, basically, right? If they have your public key, they can see, right? They can read everything that you've done with your wallet. So it's kind of like read access. But if they have your private key, that's read and write access. So you don't want to share that. There's also the 12-word seed phrase, or 24-word, sometimes even 25-word seed phrase. And those you definitely don't want to share, because it's bad if you lose your private key, they get access to your public key. But if they have your seed phrase, they can get access to all of your public keys on your wallet. So basically access to everything. So losing the private key is bad, but losing the seed phrase is worse, basically. But yeah, you should not share your private key or your seed phrase with anybody. So it's very important. Don't share those with anybody ever. Yeah, you could create a wallet, but not doing that. I already have one. See, they have the recovery phrase for all the wallets, or just a private key. I'll just put this in, call it test account, import, and there's my public key right there. Go ahead and password. As a username. Okay. No, why? How could this be? FDR 34. Okay, good enough. Cool. All right, so we have that, and we have this same public key. So now we at least have a wallet, and that gives us the ability to connect. So okay, there was something weird going on there. I'd fix it off. Can't remember what should now, but yeah, because I had uninstalled and reinstalled the extension. I had uninstalled it for the video, but when the wallet gets stuck in a weird state, so this wallet that we're going to be taking from a library has this one local storage variable called wallet name, and you can come and delete it. And then that usually, if it's in a weird state, they'll use it. Well, it'll fix it sometimes. It fixed it in that case. It was just stuck connecting. I think it's just because I had uninstalled it and reinstalled it. And the button just ended up in a weird state. Yeah, I come here and click Phantom and it's connected. So that is what we're going to be installing on our tutorial once that they were working on to get a connect button. And that comes from this GitHub, this Solana wallets view. There's actually two of them. We search for it, see if they both come up. There's this one, which is for view 3, and this one I think is the one that's for view 2. And we're not programming in the view, so that's why we're getting this Walrus Viva one. Don't know if that's how they say it, but yeah. And they have some good instructions for just installing it. And I think I may have initially done this, but then I think that also came up their code sandbox. I also have these links on the website as well. But yeah, for the sandbox, yeah, I think like in the sandbox, I think I just ended up copying some of the components like directly into the project and just modifying some stuff to make it the way that I had wanted it with I think mostly Ion pop overs and but yeah, wanted it to be colored a certain way and just be consistent with the rest of the website, but we can just go through the normal installation instructions, at least for now. So you come here, they want us to do an npm install for the wallet, so we can do that in the project and our terminal. Shouldn't be too big. Error resolved. Just warnings. I don't know if I remember that happening. Hopefully it'll still make fine. Oh, jeez. Well, I'm not sure how long I should let that thing bob back and forth. But yeah, no. I just did the npm command and hmm, well, no one can take this path anymore. Not doing it this way anymore. But yeah, no, I have separate buttons, I think, that are actually just broken out components. Is that in the nav bar? Yeah, so Solana wallet button. And yeah, so I think that's probably fine, but I guess maybe I'll still see it. Maybe I just need to restart VS Code or start the IDE and maybe that might fix it. I don't know. But the computer's been on for a while. Might need to even restart it. I don't know. Okay, so I tried restarting VS Code and all the VS codes. That didn't work. I tried restarting the computer and that didn't work. I still keep getting this. Try searching and Googling for it. Didn't get anything useful. Just as I probably ignore it. But I could not because it was just doing that forever. So yeah, looks like we're gonna have to do this the hard way. But it's fine because they give us the code and the components and stuff, and we can just take all the pieces of their components until we have a working component, and then we can kind of edit it until it's the way that we want it to be. One thing immediately is that although this is written in Vue, this is in the yeah, what's known as the options API. And the format that we're using is the newer composition API, which is mostly how it looks inside of the script tags that will look wildly different. But aside from that, everything else is basically the same. They use slots, which we haven't used. That's just something that's a part of Vue. Which, but yeah, we can convert from the options API to a way that looks like a, but yeah, we could basically copy these things out because that's what I did. We just copied these components into our projects. I mean, so doing the start with the, when there are way too many black things, trying to make sure I am grabbing the right window. They're all kind of the okay. Okay, comments. So this was supposed to go in the nav bar, the folder, and follow wallet button. We'll see. I might. I think in the other project, because this is just for Solana. I did think I have that branched out slightly. But let me just open the other project real quick and just take the same structure at least, because yeah, I will eventually want to branch out to other blockchains, but that'll be a while. A while. So this is, I think that this is an Solana wallet button, which is really everything that I would need. But I just want to get the file structure the same, and then we can just basically work it from the other project. So that's fine. We got map bar, and this was actually the Solana wallet button, and then we'll just do. I think the only one that's different is wallet button, and they have something called like multi wallet button, and that's the only difference that there really is. So okay. So I think that's good enough. Got wallet button that view. They have this wallet button that multi-view. We will take this and throw this into our project. But yeah, this is not as easy as just installing it and using it and just using it from the library that you installed. But that's okay. It is totally fine. Okay. Um, okay, so one of the first things that's different between like the options API and the composition is that the setup is not in the script tag. Go to any of these, or you go to the script tag and see that the setup is here. So we can put the setup here to complain because this is here and it has props, but need to break this completely, I think. Oh, see, it's been a while since I've converted one of these, but that's definitely one of the things. We don't need the export default defined components, pretty sure. These might become props. Uh, I guess something else that we can do since we're moving and making it the same. They have their template down here. Go ahead and throw our template up at the top, and they have enough styling block. But yeah, that'll at least keep it the same, consistent with the project. Tab in here in the gray script. Okay, look at some of these things. Mm-hmm. So yeah, no, it's been a while. I'm pretty sure that we don't have to return things, really, but yeah, that setup is one thing that's different. Let's go up. Wallet button. So I guess for those are props. Okay, so we can turn these things that are props, group them out on the outside, and they can be props. Okay, so they define their props in there. We will take them out and get that out of here. The components, I'm not sure if we need that, do we? It's not those as a wallet connection, wallet icon. Don't good look very good. Okay. Less red at least. Other stuff. Use wallet two lips. Right up there. Yeah, the rest of this are the counts and the functions. I think I can just get rid of these components. I don't see them anywhere. But yeah, I know like the code it just ends up being shorter. Some of this stuff might be smart contract stuff that yeah, that's definitely stuff that I end up adding. We don't need any of that stuff just yet. Okay, counts copy. Like this is the only stuff and oh disconnect that I might have added that as well. And also because I end up messing with ion popovers and stuff, I think that also affects it. Get rid of that. Let me see if I get rid of that is nothing angry up there. We have these, which it's looking for sort of stuff that we don't have. I think use wallet doesn't sign any of this. Is it? No, I don't think so. Okay, so we can try installing these and see if this works. Let's see, npm install view u/4. When does this require that I sign in to GitHub? Is that why I'm having problems? I don't want to. I've never had to sign in GitHub before. No, I don't see that worrying, but I wonder if they. No, I wouldn't. It wouldn't make much sense. But let's see. Let me make sure I'm using my command. npm install views size corner. Add the and add for an install. Let's just try this. What if the I in the add helps at all? Maybe. It seems like it worked. Although this is still red. Let's see add. And I had the slash in front of it, not like that one. Let me just Google this as well. npm install. Sometimes helps you be a little sure. This one doesn't have an ad sign or anything, so I'm just gonna try to install it this way, the way the npm website says to. I wonder if I tried using an I, if the Solana wallet would actually install. But that was a command that they gave. Although I don't think it gave issues last time, but yeah. I can try I instead of install with the Solana wallet and see what happens. But it's still just gonna. Yeah, no idea. No. Looks like it's working. Okay, that finally finished. This sounds guy, right? Says that there are critical boundaries to address issues they do to address all issues. Run this gal. I have no idea how long this is gonna take. Let me see. npm install Solana. Solana. What? You see if I can get that over. Let's see what command does this website give for it. It also has the eye. I wonder if this one would have actually worked while the other one was giving us issues. Good question. Although this force fix is still running, so but yeah, sometimes just getting stuff installed or just trying to yeah, work with stuff can just be the hardest part. Just be a pain in the ass. Okay, the RAM and these critical these vulnerabilities are still a lot mentioned. Still mentioned here, so we'll need to work on that. We'll break into that. So let's try this install for the wallet. See if this works. And then maybe you can run an uninstall for the other stuff. Well, this is doing something different. Maybe this is actually working. But yeah, the instructions on the website that just have this command, maybe, uh, not so happy. But I mean, this actually seems to be working. So I kind of just do wide install when it comes to these other, I just do a U run install or what? Is it UI uninstall? npm help. Or does it even say that you can use I for install? Well, maybe just run uninstall Legos. Try that. Don't even, okay, what were they called? Like the other one, I think was just the last one, just use wallet. Let's try getting rid of that. npm uninstall. Use wallet. Was it just like that? I still see those. I'll reach try the other uninstall. Mention this one. Exact. Okay, so we should be able to make those go away. Remove three packages to address issues that do not to address all as possible. I mean, yeah, I don't see why the audit fix didn't fix these. Um, sorry. See if this changes anything. I'll just try messing with it for a bit. Okay, since the npm force isn't working, one suggestion is to try npm update. See if maybe that'll get rid of the vulnerability issues. After that, suggest for deleting the folders, then reinstall your dependencies. Um, like reinstalling all of them. Don't have them all listed. Hopefully this works, but we'll see. Okay, that didn't work either, but something else that was suggested is that we can delete our node modules folder here. Delete this. Where to go? Was it taking its time? Yes. What's going on? Not too much. Everything seems fine. Oh man, everything's just sucking today. I just wanted to go through the wall button. They also wanted us to delete our pack block, which can I delete this file? And then just basically run npm install. Oh, I can't delete this one either. Because the other thing's deleting. Oh man. Okay, the node modules folder is gone. Okay, this too big. Okay. And the package lock is gone. So now let's try npm install. I'm going to reinstall all of our dependencies again. Okay, and that didn't work, so we'll try this plain cache. Uh, uh, bound. Well, a lot of the times just be this way. And you're building. I think we have the latest version of npm. Now we're changing too many things at once. If it fixes it, we won't want fixed it. Maybe something's not compatible with the latest version of npm or something. Their version of npm. I'm lying because I think the version I have is this version. Um, hmm, maybe. So when it comes to this, if I run this again, I wonder if those errors would still be there, or if those vulnerabilities would still be there. So you don't want vulnerabilities unless you know for sure that they don't matter. All right, so I got to wait for this to finish now. Okay, so I did check the main project, and it doesn't have any of those problems. But yeah, just trying to work through it. I see that we still like and oh, let's see. Okay, this is not the right project. This project, right? This is the project, right? And package.json. See if we can get some of these numbers to go down. Let's see, it said it didn't have a fix for use that wallet. So if I just get rid of this and then try running it again, and see if that causes any of these numbers to change. So the 129 vulnerabilities. But yeah, at least the main project's still fine. But the tutorial is supposed to also be fine. Yeah, it's and if this happens, should be able to fix it. I think there was a time where this might have happened with the other project, but I had just ended up moving to a backup. But now that you should be able to just fix it, so I think it's important. Oh, look, I think it ran and it didn't. Yeah, it didn't have any of those problems again. So, okay, it seemed like just removing that at use wallet might have, okay, cool, found zero vulnerabilities. So I guess that fixed it. And I think we did get the install for the Solana wallet. So I guess we can just go through the normal tutorial, but geez. Yeah. And looking at the project, I think that is how I was also messing with the components. So because I'm still calling stuff from Solana wallets at you. So I think I still must need the install, but I am not calling it from uh like use wallet. I'm not calling it from at use wallet, but yeah, that one had a problem. I am calling it from at use core. So, but I don't know this. Sometimes these things that are read is kind of weird, so we'll have to see. Okay, so we can go ahead and replace this since I already know we're gonna have to, not here, but inside of the wallet button. That's not the right wallet button. That's the video teaching about the wallet button. Wallet buttonception. Okay, there it is. So, yeah, we're just importing from Solana wallets. View with the dashes on it. We have it installed. Okay, so that works. But we're going to hold off on using this button that we're creating. We're going to try to, now that we have it installed, because it seems like from the NPM website, using this command actually worked. But the command that they gave on the GitHub, no worky at all. And I think that's the same for their code page as well. But anyway, let's see. Next, you can install Solana Wallets View as a plugin like so. I know some things are slightly different depending if you want to use Anchor layer and it's a usage, Anchor usage. But maybe not. I guess this should be the same. But when I looked, it looked like it was not. Well, we'll just do what they're saying. We'll just walk through it. Next, you can install Solana. So this I think should go inside of we'll just throw it into our main dot typescript file for now. You don't need the semicolon or whatever. We don't need all of this. We need this at least, and we need to add that in, and then we should be good. Okay, yeah, mostly imports, so we'll just put it below our imports and put it down here. Doesn't like. I mean, that one seems like it's fine. So, okay, that's adapter base, and this is adapter wallets. So, yeah, angry stuff. Angry stuff. Um, let's see. I mean, I looked, and the main project is not like that. I have the style import, and it's a net from Solana wallets. They don't. They said nothing about that unless that has to do with usage down here or anchor usage. I mean, yeah, this is like another file that I ended up uh, writing and using the workspaces. But no, not that init. So let's see. This doesn't it? So they give you this install and they actually show the project with this install command that didn't work. And all of this I think is just the same, but okay. Okay. Just doing what it says. Let's see. Can't find module. So we could just try installing that. Let's see if this causes more vulnerability issue. npm install that. Oh, that's the nasty thing. That's the thing that goes on forever. So, don't think it's that. uh, so, and this is dumb, and I will have to change this to local net. But and also, I think that I take care of that somewhere else as well. But okay, let me see. And here, yeah, we don't have it. We have wallet options. We just have the solar flare, and our solar flare comes from ads. Yeah, from this actually. That's the same thing. It's Solana wallet adapter wallets. Solana wallet adapter wallet. So it seems like it's installed in this project. Uh, hmm. Let me try running that command again, I guess, just because there is so much going on. I mean, I don't know, the other thing is fine, but yeah, I guess it Codex doesn't look like it's installing that, so it seems like it should have just worked. So this is the Solana wallet. So I think this is like installing two things. There's the wallet view, and then there's this thing, which I guess did not install. What if I tried installing this with an I? Let's see. npm I. No, yeah, no, this is still angry, so I will have to figure that out. I think that that's the problem now. Yeah, so that does seem to be the problem. I can't get this at Solana wallet adapter wallet to install. It is installed in the old project, and it seems like the only thing it's for is for getting extra wallets. And I know Phantom is included now automatically on its own, like for some other reason, and that might be so worst case scenario we'll be able to include other wallets, but um yeah, the same thing from the not this one. This is a Solana wallets view, but it's not the this one. This is the at Solana wallets. And this is for this repository. This and the XYZ wallet adapter, which I also seen. I seen that in here if you look at the package, and it has the repository, that same one. So yeah, it's just not working that way. But it seems like the only thing that it's for is just for having some extra odds, which we don't even need. We don't have to have that specific option for these wallets at all. And that could just be empty. But see, wallet adapter now. We're not doing anything with that, but that's fine. And I think that should still be fine. And in our app, since we're just struggling and struggling and trying to still follow what it's saying. So it's like .app.use this with the wallet options, which we really didn't have. And Solana wallets, we still have that. Or did I already get rid of that line? And now that's still there. So they say app.use. It's .use here, so it's actually part of these bunch of .use, and the amount comes later. So I think we would just do a .use this, and then the amount that already comes later, I think is fine. So we can just use that. Okay, so I think that should be good for that part. And then this is the import for the wallet and wallet options that I was also doing in main. So I think that actually is the same. If you look at the project that I had before, we have the style, which I think we also had. Yes, on wall styles, this and it's some new words or something else a wallet adapter because we were actually able to do this and import from this, but yeah, that's the only thing that's different. This other stuff is contract related. App.use. It looks like it actually doesn't do the .use with the wallet stuff, but actually, if you go back to it, I think this is like a manually initializing it, but this is supposed to initialize it as well. So yeah, I guess there's actually maybe two ways of doing that, but calling this, I guess, initialized it, and I think that's the way that I was going about it. So maybe all of this other stuff is even less necessary. Well, I mean, it takes the wallet options, so I guess you would still feed it wallet options. So I guess you could do this and initialize it with wallet options instead of doing this. I guess maybe that's what the difference is. Or at the very least, that was the way I found the best way to do it, I guess. So I'm just going to do it that way. Let's see, this is our testing project. Get that wallet options is down there. So we'll do that and we won't do this. But doesn't that mean we're not using Solana wallets anymore? But I guess we must not have needed it because let me see. So I guess we don't have this line in the other project. Doesn't look like it. Solana wallets. Nope. So yeah, just gonna do it that way. Okay. Okay, finally import the render, the wallet button. So now we should be able to call this button. Let's just try to import this button and call it and see if we can get it to freaking appear on the nav bar. Um, let's just go to, I don't know, like anywhere in the nav bar, I guess. So you can hit import here, and then we will call it. It's supposed to appear here. Let's see. Okay. It looks like it's working. Cool. So now we have the built-in button, the way that it comes. You can connect our test account. And now we have a button that's actually connected to our website. So that's cool. And let's see. I think one of the problems is that its pop-ups appear below this thing, and you can't actually see it. Let's try to get the button over there. So, let me see what if I just do. Okay, so I don't know why why it's being lined up differently, but I have a way to fix it. So we have all of this, and you can just take a whole nav bar and put it in a div. I mean, but there's a million ways to fix it, right? And we have this one, the flex center row height, which is not as centered as the other one. um, yeah, it just lines the height center, makes the intention. Uh, but also, puts the display and display flex on it so that it can be centered to 0. So we do that, and then we can take these last three and put these in a div, and we'll give this a class, call it class equals right now bar. Okay, put this down here. Um, yeah, display flex, make it a row. We'll also want to justify content, pretty sure. But we also have to do flex grow one so that it'll take up the rest of the size of this container. And then it'll grow that way. If you don't have this justify content and then it won't grow that way. But we're just tying it to the end. So yeah, and now that works. So yeah, now we have a button. So yeah, one of the problems with this button, the way that it comes, and you can't really see it, but its popover is to not come over the button, which is probably also part of the reason that that other one's not running, but that I took the time to make something that was more consistent with these other popovers and stuff using ion popovers and going into the button and whatnot. But I guess something else that we could do if you wanted to just see the button so that we could actually see what it's looking like, we can stick it on the M4A overview page. So we can just go to use M4A overview. Just this data is not lined up properly, is it? Not at all. And that should be back, and we'll stick it. Well, some's not right. Doodle gaps. And let's import it. Where's our nav bar at? Hey, there, import statement. Go back to the overview. Import it. And this is really just so that we can see. So here it is. So this is what it's doing. This is what we can't see up here. As we just go stick it somewhere else. Got copy address, which would allow us to copy the address. Change wallet, which brings this up to a wallet it can detect. Um, and then disconnecting, which, yeah, you can't do any of that stuff because it's in there and it's, so yeah, yeah, I think it's still working for all of this, I think, because, yeah, it's not so easy. So I think seeing some struggle is probably definitely worth it. So now we can connect again. So we can keep this wallet here for now until we can make this a little better. Okay, so we are going to have to update our our button. And let's go ahead, and I think we're also still cleaning up some of this code as well. Yeah, so we had moved our setup in here, got rid of that defined component stuff, which we didn't need. Also, this return, you don't have to have a return when you're doing the composition API as opposed to the option. So yeah, then it just ends up being shorter and it still works. But yeah, looking at the options API kind of looks like looking at a different language. All notes, and it basically is, um, yeah. Uh, the rest of the stuff, is still stuff that we've done. This looks a little different, but this is basically, like where they're making, uh, a ref that is a reference to an element. And we did that when we were inserting our emojis, where we have this ref equals to this add comment text area. It's the same as basically doing this and then sticking it inside of an element. And that's this drop down panel. They also do that. They have it as a ref to an unordered list. Yeah, this list, right? This is the copy button. Disconnect, change wallet. Yeah, yeah, which we can see copy, change wallet, disconnect that list. And they just have a reference to it, but it's still the same thing. Ours just looks a little different. Um, Drop down. And these things that they had this import, which I checked, and we actually were able to install that when we ran the command for it. That's in Vue.js. You can see where the at here at Vue.js core. So we do have it, and that's probably why it does work. We are able to like copy to the clipboard, even though it's uh complaining. But yeah, this is just like copying to the clipboarding on clicking outside of the modal. Like that's they're just detecting like when you click on side outside of the panel, they'll close the drop down basically. But we've been using like the ion popover, and it has like an at dismiss that we were using, so we don't have any function like that. And for the copying to the clipboard, um, let's see, and comment, no wallet helper. We were just using the navigator that clipboard that write text and just sending the text to it to copy to the clipboard. So we weren't importing anything special at all. We were just using what was built in. And then we have this timeout to wait 2 seconds to change it. Um, but yeah, they were importing something from some other thing. But yeah, they're slicing, trimming the address. I think I might have gotten this from here actually. Yeah, where they make it take the first four and the last four, put some dots in between it. Yeah, but now it actually, looks like, I guess we've never used these computeds before. They have these constants with these lambda functions. I think we might have. I think we never talked about them. We haven't used these computeds before. These computeds also come from directly from Vue. Um, And the computed is basically like you use it when you want something to be reactive. Like this is the public base address, and this is the trimmed address that we see on that button. So if the value changes because like a different wallet connected, and then that value changes, it would also allow it to update um, on the screen basically, since it's reactive. But the computed basically just allows it to be reactive, and the value will update when the value that is making it up changes. This public key changes when a different wallet connects, and then this value would change, and this value is also dependent on value, and that value would change, and then you, in the HTML, I guess this title, well, or in this B text right here for the trimmed address and the wallet icon and the trimmed address, so that it can update because it's reactive, basically. Um, there are also slots in here which just allow you to feed templates to different components and stuff. But I'll include a video that'll explain that way better. I haven't really seen a good place for me to use that in my project. I thought there was a place that I could use it, but it didn't seem like it after. But I'll still include a video that explains that. But yeah, aside from that, pretty similar. So okay, so one other thing I wanted to note, and this also happens on the others on the main project as well, is that there's this you get an error when you disconnect. There is like a known issue, I guess, with uh this library and this disconnect, but it doesn't seem like like it's go like the last post on it was like in 2023. Doesn't seem like it's ever going to be fixed, but yeah, I might make uh my own custom one, I guess later, but not now. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that. But it doesn't really affect anything. It still works just fine for all intents and purposes. But there is that. Aside from that, yeah, now we can go ahead and try to get a new button that works more like, uh, well, one that's usable for one, but it'll be more in line with everything else that's happening. Great is look, the same. And this it ain't even usable. So, okay, if we go to our code for like our actual code for the wallet button to see what we actually have different, I think most of that stuff is still the same. I mean, we're feeding in some color hex values into like the modal provider and the other pieces so that they'll have our color. But aside from that, everything else is pretty much the same. Probably have. I guess there's more imports for the contracts, but we are not to any contracts yet. But yeah, everything else is the same. Looks like the composition API stuff with contracts. We're not there yet. Um, and popovers, and we have popovers. So I believe, and you have listeners for the contracts and styling. Um, but I believe that, yeah, or is it, yeah, we're using ion popovers. Uh, so yeah, I guess it should be fine just to copy this. We'll have these other things that we need to also go over, and we can go over them. We can at least go over the code, right? So this is going to cause some problems. Well, actually, I mean, this thing ain't even mounted yet. We don't even have this specific button yet up yet, but and we don't have the public key. Are we using this? I guess so. So let's try installing that. That should hopefully be fine. Uh, I would think it would just be like this, but this one has a dot on it. Oh, that's not right. Uh, I for install. Though the error didn't go away, but let's see if we got it. All right, I'm wondering if we already had it. Good question, because the other ones. Let's see. So we go all the way up to our ads. Um, at Solana. What JS is right there. So we do already have it. Um, So just going to ignore that. And I guess that's the only thing that it's complaining about. If we actually mounted the button or tried to put this button up and to close these node modules way too much, um, then I think then it might complain about stuff missing. Um, but I guess let's go back to our nav bar and let me just try to get the import for this. I think I named all the folders the same. Okay, let's try to go right up there. Everything blue. I think I might need to restart VS Code again. Yeah, this is complaining that it can't find the wallet connect button. So we'll have to go through them uh, piece by piece, one by one. So the complaint is in the wallet button. It does not have this wallet connect button. It doesn't. It does not. Okay, so if we go here and we go look at the connect button, the connect button, I believe, is literally just. Actually, I would think it would be this button, but let's look at it. Contact disable on port connect. I believe that that is the button. Let's see what's on it. It just says connect wallet, but do we not see that here? Is that text somewhere else? I see connecting, connected, connect. Okay, so I looked at it and it seems like the this connect wallet is actually in the wallet button, not in the wallet connect button. We have this ion button now with an ion label that says connect wallet, and then there's this wallet connect button that's under it. And there's some v ifs and v else's going here and stuff, and this changes. But I think so like if we change this here, then that would change. But I think that this wallet connect button is connecting. I think that that appears like momentarily when you connect. Like if you're looking at it, I think momentarily it said connected and then it changed to the to something else, which I would assume would be the thing that's under it, right? Here, wallet button. Actually, isn't this let me see, where is the icon? Wallet connect button. Okay, yeah, this. So yeah, I think it is this VL. So this is the wallet connect button VL. Else we have the wallet icon, and then we have the ion text with the trimmed address, which is what that is. So yeah, I think the wallet connect button just appears momentarily, and then this comes, and this has an ion. If you click that, it opens a popover, which is what was added for copying, changing, and disconnecting. So yeah, that all makes sense. Okay, so I think that's good enough. We can't say too much about this connect button. Aside, I'm pretty sure that's a connecting state at least. Connected. I mean, yeah, that happened so fast. Going from connected to connected, I can't even imagine being maybe a little overkill. But okay, so let's go throw this in, and it shouldn't complain about that. Now it's complaining about the wallet icon. Okay. It's complaining about it import, but it's right there as a type. Well, it's still working, so Yeah, I'm pretty sure the icon. I guess I'm not entirely sure if it's like all the icons, like when you go to change it, if it's being used there, but there's not too much in here. VF wallet. Okay, well, let's see on the wallet button. Where is the wallet icon? Uh, maybe look for this. Nowhere here. Is it not even being used? Why would it complain about it if we weren't using it anywhere? Hmm. Okay, let me look in here. In our wallet button. Are we not using it anywhere either? Hmm. So is it even necessary? If I got rid of it in this project, would it matter? It looks like it mattered. Okay, I think I know what it is. There's this thing where it's especially in this project, you see like it says modal dash like it does not it's this import, but it does not look like it at all. The tag is different. So I think that's the problem. So wallet dash icon, and there it is. So yes, I guess we do need it, and that's where it is. I gotta refresh. Where are you gone? It's broken. Eh? Oh, I guess I didn't bring it back. Or did I bring it back in the other project? Okay, well, we still need that. Gonna need that. Um, yeah, I guess that's where it's being used there specifically. It's in this wallet button being imported here, being used there. Okay, so we can go ahead and just grab that. Okay, what else? Wallet modal provider. And that's the thing that pops up. Like if you were to disconnect this thing, let's go look at that. Uh, and this thing uses teleport, which I have not used anywhere in the project, but I do remember looking it up. Basically, just replacing some element with another element, to put it simply. But yeah, look at this not being used, or it's here and not thinks it's not being used. I think I need to restart my VS Code, but okay, anyway, they have more slots, divs with containers, more slots, classes. Um, are they using the wallet icon? Yeah, they have the wallet icon, but we do see these wallet icons. So if we didn't import it there, then that would break, great. Yeah, that's broken. I mean, I did do some changes to it, as far as this is green and this is green, and that just gets fed in, but that's nothing new. Switches to black. Um, yeah, but nothing new. Finding in the colors and just changing them. It's just really just figuring out where you would do that. Um, yeah. This XVG, this SVG, I guess, is that the X. It's like literally an SVG. The model close. Um, yeah, they are like yeah, but yeah, the SVG's right in there. This is for closing the button. But yeah, close model. Color dart. the ion text label too. Yeah, nothing too special, I guess. Okay, what is this? I don't want to be I am in a hurry to get through the tutorials, but I shouldn't be in too much of a hurry. Ensures pressing tab backwards and forward stays within the modal. Okay, so I guess this is on keystroke tab. This is an event listener, and they're just listening. I guess if someone presses the tab key. Okay, and they have some stuff escape. On the escape key, they close the modal. I see. Um, hmm. I did make a modal, and I did have like clicking on the outside of it. That's somewhere in the M4A protocol, not in the chat, which yeah, I don't have running at the moment. Or scope stuff and a bunch of classes. I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's fine. First element and focus, prevent default. I don't think I've ever seen or used that before. Computed talked about that slicing off of arrays. Okay, I think we've talked about it enough. What are you complaining about now? M4A Protocol Vue, which that's a contract thing. We can't have any contracts at the moment. We're working our way to contracts. So I have that in the wallet button, and yeah, I can't have any of this stuff. I'll just get rid of the contract stuff, but we will eventually. We're slowly getting there. None of this stuff. None of this stuff yet. Okay. Just none of that stuff yet. I think there's listeners too for the contracts and updating. None of that yet. Okay, what about now? Anchor programs, none of that either yet. Not yet. Handle this and that. We just comment this stuff out. And the connect button is also looking for it. Really. Just for this system program address string. Oh, I guess I must have used it a little bit, but just to return a string. So this is just this string. I thought I had that somewhere else. So if we go to global states, we do have anchor programs. We have this. Is it called something different? This is here. Oh no, it's not. Um, maybe I could take that at least. Have the initial. Well, I mean, could just get it from connecting wallet, but maybe it's. I mean, you also have it in. No, you don't. Okay, I'll just take this, I guess. Gonna have to clean that stuff up eventually, but I'll just take that just for this constant. It's not that big a deal. Okay, wallet button. So maybe we can keep this then, since this is just for those constants. Let me just not the anchor programs. We're not using anchor programs. Well, I mean, I guess we have them now, but we're not using them. Okay. I don't see, didn't I? Okay, I did put a second wallet. Okay, so game modal's not working. Disconnect seems to be working. Okay, it needs a little bit of love. Okay, I figured out what was wrong. Something that actually I'd seen before, I think, when I worked through this button before. Yeah, where it says invalid teleport target in the wallet modal provider 96. If we were just trying to, debug it, I guess. Um, I fixed up some other things, but I'll talk about that after. Let's see, teleport. And it's trying to teleport to this container variable. This container is a prop that comes into the wallet modal provider. If we come to the wallet button, that'll be what wallet small modal, not like that. There it is, modal provider. Yeah, it has this container and it receives this prop, and it's also uh, a prop for the button. But anyway, that just tells it where to teleport to. I remember going all the way down somewhere and actually seeing, but I know like the default, it's just an HTML element. And anyway, going to the main project, works, I guess, better on the nav bar. We just have to feed in that container, which is just the body, or it's just called body. And that would fix it. There are also some other values this featured. I'm not sure if they actually talk about this on the page, but that's just a number of wallets that you want to guarantee that are in there. Pretty sure. And we're also feeding it in a hex value, uh, which there was no hex value being fed to the nav bar before, so I had to add that. And I had to go to the pages and add that to this was this page is more complicated. Like going to the pages and adding in the hex color to the nav bar. That was the main project. It was way too busy yeah, in the tutorial, yeah, and all these, but not to the Jesus one because I'm not sure if you noticed, the Jesus does not have a wallet connect button. Yeah, it just felt wrong. Yeah, there's no wallets or commenting over there. So, and that's, yeah, why. And also, there's even some logic in there on the nav bar on the wallet button to keep it from rendering. Says via the menu index is not equal to menu index.jesus. And we feed in the color name, but we also need a hex value, and we have those two values. I guess I kind of want to see if I could find more because I I feel like I seen those variables a little deeper. I mean, this is just saying to the container, and this is where it uses it. Um, I could have sworn that I seen, okay, where is featured? Let's see where featured goes. Well, we're sure we're using it featured wallets, ordered wallets, not value. And yeah, so it's really just how many wallets you want to show. So you show two, you're slicing and just going to. Uh, but yeah, I guess that was probably it. And they just have these things. But dark, I think, has a default value somewhere. I thought that I'd seen them somewhere else, but maybe I just figured it out from this. and maybe looking at what the other one was doing in the console, maybe. But yeah, just setting the container to body would fix it. So anyway, we come in here to our, where are we? Okay, we go to our nav bar. We just have to update this wallet button. And then we have the VF already have the navigation and menu index stuff imported. Then we refresh. And then all our colors are in there. And now it's working. You can detect the wallet. You can connect to it. Everything comes in. Can copy. Can change wallet. Can disconnect with that error. And so now we have a wallet button. And we can just get rid of this wallet one, and we had something on the overview page that we can get rid of. Where are you? So close. Uh, Mel, like on the actual page overview. Yeah, get rid of that. Don't need to import it. Am I still importing it in the nav bar? I don't know if I get rid of the import line. Uh, Nav bar. Yeah, did not. Now that's gone. And now, finally, we have our button. But there's something that we're forgetting. We kind of have to take care of this. And also, we need to add it to the menu index when it gets too small and we're trying to save run. That looks like it needs work. And then it comes up in here instead, and it basically does all the same stuff, right? But it saves room on the bar, so we will do that. And I think we didn't clean up the custom formatters and stuff and whatnot. On this is fine. Um, Surprised that it's letting me type actually. So this is the main project, and you can see that it has the actual values that it's worth. For these emojis, which will be important with the contract and the actual links and stuff. But we don't have that working. We need to fix that and that, but we will do that in the next video. We need to do a bar cleanup. And then after that, we should finally be ready to move on to smart contracts. Okay, so I will see you in the next video.